Hello friends, I am Dr. S.A. Kamble, working as Associate Professor of Chemistry and Head of the Department in KBP College, that is Karmveer Bhaurao Patil College, Urun, Islampur. Our college is affiliated to Shivaji University, Kolhapur. And at the beginning, I would like to congratulate you for entering into BSc Part 3 class with special subject as a chemistry. Friends, though you are learning in KBP College Islampur, Shivaji University Kolhapur will confirm you the degree, that is Bachelor of Science degree, BSc degree. Actually, you are student of Shivaji University Kolhapur but learning at Karmveer Bhaurao Patil College, Urun, Islampur. Okay. So today I would like to discuss regarding syllabus of chemistry for BSc Part 3. Actually, Shivaji University Kolhapur has revised this syllabus, and this is the first year from which new syllabus has been implemented from the year 2020-21. For TY BSc level, there will be 4 theory papers for semester 5 and remaining 4 theory papers will be for semester 6. So for semester 5, paper number 9th will be there and its paper code is DSE E5. There will be 10th paper. The title of this paper is Organic Chemistry and its paper code is DSE E6. Physical chemistry paper will be there, that is paper number 11 and its paper code is DSE E7. And last paper for this semester, semester 5, paper number 12, that is Analytical Chemistry and its paper code is DSE E8. So in this way there are 4 theory papers for semester 5 and you have to qualify all these 4 theory papers. If we consider marks for each paper, then every paper will be for 40 marks and there will be 10 marks for internal assessment. Okay, so 4 theory papers for semester 5 and remaining 4 theory papers for semester 6 will be there. Paper number 13, 14, 15 and 16. 13th paper will be Inorganic Chemistry and its paper code will be DSE F5. Organic Chemistry paper will be there whose paper code is DSE F6. Physical Chemistry paper will have paper code DSE F7 and there will be Industrial Chemistry paper, that is 16th number paper, Industrial Chemistry, whose paper code is DSE F8. So in this way 4 theory papers for semester 5 and remaining 4 papers there will be for semester 6. In this way 4 plus 4, 8 theory papers will be there throughout this final year program. And at the end of this year you are going to face a practical examination which will be conducted by Shivaji University, and this practical examination will be for 200 marks. Annual practical examination will have 200 marks. And again for this practical examination also there are 3 sections. Physical Chemistry section for 60 marks, Inorganic Chemistry section for 65 marks, Organic Chemistry section for 60 marks, and there will be 15 marks for project and oral. So total there will be 200 marks for practical examination. So 8 theory papers plus practical for 200 marks you are going to face during this year. And after completion of these 3 years program, Shivaji University will confirm you Bachelor of Science, that is BSc degree. So this will be after successful completion of your BSc program. That means you have to qualify total 16 theory papers throughout this BSc program, BSc part first, BSc part second and BSc part 3. So total 16 theory papers you are going to qualify. Among these 16 papers, 4 papers you have qualified at BSc part first. Remaining 4 papers you have qualified at BSc part 2. So in this way 4 plus 4, total 8 papers already you have qualified at BSc part first and BSc part second, and remaining 8 papers you are going to qualify during this year program. Okay, so total 16 theory papers and 50 marks practical at BSc part first, 100 marks practical at BSc part second and 200 marks practical for BSc part 3. In this way, practical as well as theory papers you have to qualify to get Bachelor of Science degree from Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Again, if we see inorganic chemistry, actually I am dealing with this inorganic chemistry paper. Just I am discussing about details of this inorganic chemistry paper. This paper, that is paper number 9, inorganic chemistry, whose paper code is DSE-E5 for this semester. This paper contains total 5 units. First unit, that is acids, bases and non-aqueous solvents. Second unit, title of this unit is metal ligand bonding in transition metal complexes. Third unit, that is metals, semiconductors and superconductor study. Fourth unit, that is organometallic compounds, and last unit, that is title of this unit is catalysis. So in this way there are 5 units for inorganic chemistry paper. So university has allotted 37 lectures for teaching learning process, and this theory paper has credits 02, that is 2 credits you will get for this paper, right? If we see details of all these units in brief, then unit first, that is acids, bases and non-aqueous solvents, there will be introduction as usual, introduction to theories of acids and bases. From 11th standard already we have listened different names: Arrhenius theory, then Bronsted-Lowry theory, Lewis theory. For this year you are going to study Lux flood concept of acids and bases. So in this way we have to see these different theories regarding acids and bases. Then second point will be there, hard and soft acids and bases. Actually all these chemical compounds, they may be belonging to either acid category or base category. So there will be some hard acids, there will be some soft acids, as well as there will be some hard bases as well as soft bases, and in addition to these there will be some borderline acids and bases. So this HSAB concept, that is hard and soft acids and bases, HSAB concept, that we are going to see in detail, right? Then classification of acids and bases as hard, soft and borderline, so that classification we are going to see. Then one more concept we have to study, that is Pearson's concept of HSAB. So regarding this hard and soft acid and bases, Pearson has given some explanation, so that Pearson's rule we have to see. Then acid base strength and hardness and softness, that we are going to see in detail. Applications and limitations of HSAB concept, that we are to study. Second point in this topic, that is chemistry of non-aqueous solvents. Just I will read out these points and then we will see about details. Introduction as usual, definition and characteristics of solvents. Second point, classification of solvents. And third point, physical properties and acid-base reactions in liquid ammonia and liquid sulfur dioxide. So you are familiar with these concepts, solvents and solutes. For example, if I take some amount of sodium chloride and some amount of water in a glass, if this solid sodium chloride is poured into water in that glass, so this sodium chloride will dissolve in this water. So water will be a solvent and sodium chloride will be solute. So solute and solvent, these concepts you have already studied in previous years. So we have to study about the introductory part of these solvents and what are the characteristics of solvents, that in detail we will see further. Next point, that is classification of solvents. So how these solvents are classified based on different characteristic properties, that we will see later. Physical properties of acid and bases, reaction